So Osu drama is basically one of those car crashes on the road where you're just kind of drive by in the highway, but then you see this car crash, you just can't look away and you're just driving and you're like, holy shit, that's just something crazy, right? And in this video, I kind of just want to talk about Aryn's video. It's kind of just like his type of drama, but he's kind of saying here, Osu is a waste of time. And I kind of just want to address the video here because I did watch it, and also address like the drama around it and kind of give my own commentary and thoughts about it. But basically, it started when he posted the video, Osu is a waste of time. I think it was posted like a day ago, and I was watching it. Like, me and Aryn, our relationship in terms of on a professional level is that we're on decently good terms. Like, we're not enemies in any way, and I'm kind of just spitting my commentary here in sight of me being in decent terms with Aryn here. And I kind of just want to give my fair criticisms and my fair positive support. I was watching that video, like I sometimes watch this video, and I was watching it, I saw the title. Obviously, if anyone saw that title, it was also a waste of time. You're gonna think that is a hot ass take, and I was watching it. And I just want to give what his arguments here, just his main arguments if you don't watch the video or you don't want to watch it. I'll link in the description below. But he was basically saying that Osu is a waste of time. For the audience he was talking to, 5 digits, 6 digits, you shouldn't be out here trying to compete with top 100s because you have people like AK, ZNX, Cloutaful, Evoxa, Emrek, Common Sheik, like these God mode players. If you're trying to compete with them and you just started playing the game like last year or this year or maybe even 2 years ago, you should not even try, because these people grow and get better at the game at such a fast rate compared to the average populace. Like, these people will have 1,000 hours in and they have like 1,300 PPs, and usually you would see people with like 400s, 500s, maybe 300s at 1,000 hours in, and you're kind of just thinking, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to compete with them. Like, that's his point of view right here, and it is a waste of time just through that argument that you shouldn't compete with these top players, because there's no point. They're just going to completely destroy you. And I completely agree with that argument when you put it in that frame right there. If you're just trying to play Osu for the sake of competing with the top 100, which I suppose it could be a small minority in the 5-digit, 6-digit pool, then yeah, fair enough. I also think it's a waste of time. But in this video, he's kind of titling the video such that Osu is a waste of time in general. And people can really misunderstand that title right there if they haven't watched the video. And obviously that is a bit of a fault of Aryn here, where he does have the general title there that Osu is a waste of time, and that would obviously be targeting a general audience, basically everyone who plays Osu, not just the people who only play Osu to compete with the top 100, but anyone who plays Osu just casually for music, for playing with their friends, competing with their friends, people just playing it casually. He's also lumping that group in there, that those guys are a waste of time just by the title. Even though he's not saying that in the video itself, in the title you can get that point of view. Oh, he thinks Osu is a waste of time just in general. And later on in the video though, to be fair, he does make up for it a bit and says at the end that if you're just playing Osu just to play with your friends, just listening to music, just play it casually just for fun, it's not a waste of time. It's pretty chill. You do what you want.
You could just be playing multi with your friends occasionally, treating the game as an aim trainer, or just playing some songs you like. But no matter how you play, there is always a purpose, unless you're a mindless drone who likes clicking circles when there is nothing else important to do in your life. Purpose is important when playing the game, so think for a second and ask yourself why you're playing this game. If your purpose is just to play for fun and enjoy the game, by all means play the way you want. But if you're just an average player who has dreams of making it to the top 100, then you better start grinding now before the competition gets more and more plentiful.
But again, when you title it that way, and the gift box around it, the wrapper is basically saying Osu is a waste of time, but inside is basically a note that says it's not a waste of time. You know, people are obviously going to misunderstand you. And then you go to Twitter. So this is where a lot of drama is. And if you also go on Reddit, there's some booms here and there for that as well. He basically made some extended tweets on it just to clarify his point, and it was basically saying, I was just saying Osu is a waste of time for those people who are 5-digit, 6-digit range, and they shouldn't be out here trying to compete with the top 100, because competing with these genetic gods is going to be extremely difficult to do, and it's a waste of time for that. And then other players like Xylice and Chiconi, they're kind of just looking through that and replying with their own commentary like, oh, this was a waste of time. Well, check out what I was able to do. And I don't think it's a waste of time. It was never about the competition. Look at my crazy moments. I was having these fun times. I also made a lot of friends. Fair viewpoints from both sides, honestly. And I'm kind of just looking at it and I'm like, damn, this is an absolute shitstorm. And then I'd be looking through more of his Twitter. I'm like, damn, bro, this is put down the phone, man. Like, honestly, when you're in like these scenarios where you're just booming like a bunch of people and you're also getting boomed by the other side, like, honestly, the best thing to do is just put down the phone, go touch some grass, man. Like, this is not good for your mental health if you're just in this constant warfare between people that should be on your side, but they're also booming you. Like, it's not good for your mental health. Like, I've been there, and the best thing to do here is just put down the phone, just stop replying. People are going to forget about it within a week or so. And I've also talked to him before about like this sort of subject, and we both agree with that, the fact that a good approach for any type of drama is like to not apologize. I mean, I don't think not apologizing is the best way to go, but if you don't want to apologize for the things you did, I mean, that's your decision at the end of the day. But we were basically saying, yeah, just go on, just forget about it, and just continue making videos. Just pretend that it didn't really happen. And I suppose that's one way to go about things in terms of moving on from drama, because other people will also move on, but there's going to be that small minority right there that's going to hold on to that grudge and probably come back at you, bite you later in the ass with a greater force. And you're going to be completely neglecting that small minority there if you don't address things, is just my viewpoint right here. Now, just addressing that, there's also the stuff on Reddit. People also booming it, saying it's the worst take ever. And I don't think it is the worst take ever. There's obviously way worse takes. Like, I'm not out here trying to glaze Aryn, but I'm also not trying to glaze him, like give some of my criticisms here. Because obviously this title out here is set up just to cause a bunch of great misunderstandings. Now, I want to give my own viewpoints on this topic. So, is Osu a waste of time? So I think you guys could already understand what my viewpoint is here. I don't think Osu is a waste of time for the people who are just casually trying to play the game, just having fun. It could be if they're friends, listening to music. And, if you're just trying to play Osu for those reasons, it's all good. But I also agree with Aryn here, where if you are competing out here, you just started playing the game 2024, and trying to compete as a top 100, and you're playing 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, this is your full-time job, and you're trying to compete with them, get better than them, guess what? The top 100 are also playing 8 to 10 hours a day, and they're at a higher starting point than you. It is a waste of time if you're out here trying to compete with these people, because those people have been already logged in thousands of hours in the game, and you've already logged like 100 hours in. Maybe your growth rate is as fast as them, but if it's not as fast as them, you're gonna get destroyed. And maybe if your rate of improvement is faster than them, then sure, but you would have to also grind so much that you'll be neglecting all of your responsibilities in your life, your relationships, your money, your school, your everything, like your fitness. Everything is going to be neglected if you just completely go on to Osu. And like, what is the point of even playing Osu to the extent that you want to become a top player like that? I guess there's status, but then Osu, at the end of the day, it's kind of a small niche game anyways. It's not like you're going to be world recognized if you're a top player in Osu. It's not like you're going to go out on the street and people are going to recognize you and be like, oh my god, you're that one top player who's ranked 56 and has a 1000 on Sunglow. Let's fucking go, dude. It's not like you're going to get that type of audience like Shinji did when he was in Evangelion and everyone was like clapping for him at the end. Like, they were like, yo, let's fucking go, Shinji, you did it. But it's not like people are going to be doing that if you're out here being a top player in Osu. Like, it's such a small game in comparison to other games. Like, it's not a small game, it's decently big, but it is such a small game compared to the other games out there like League of Legends, Valorant, CSGO. Like, it's not like you're gonna be world recognized, okay? So there's not even much of a motivation to get up there. But I suppose if you want to like compete with your friends in this category and be recognized within your own friend group, fair enough. But in terms of a greater goal to become world recognized, widely recognized in the streets out there, it's not gonna happen, okay? But yeah, I kind of just want to talk about that topic right there. If Osu is actually a waste of time, give my own commentary, my own thoughts about it. And if you want to subscribe to this channel, it's a zero-cost way to support it. Also stream daily on twitch.tv/reunpack. And yeah, I'll see y'all.